Your brain, your gut, your heart, your nervous system. Science is proving these aren't separate systems. They are one. And together, they are the true foundation of your health. Welcome to the Brain-Gut Connection podcast. Your host, Dave Bretthauer, guides you through the science of how everything inside you is connected, how your brain talks to your gut, how your heart signals your nervous system, and why your immune system is at the center of all of it. The Brain-Gut Connection podcast. Let's get into today's episode.
Hey, welcome back to the Brain-Gut Connection. I'm Dave, and today we're doing a quick anatomy lesson that's going to matter a lot more than you'd expect. There's a single nerve in your body that runs from your brainstem down through your neck, past your heart, past your lungs, and straight into your gut. It's the longest cranial nerve you have, and it controls an almost absurd number of functions: your heart rate, your digestion, your immune response, your ability to calm down after something stresses you out. It's called the vagus nerve. The name comes from Latin for wandering, which is exactly what it does. It wanders through nearly every major organ in your torso, and it's the primary line of communication for your parasympathetic nervous system. That's the rest and digest system, the counterbalance to fight or flight. Here's the detail that connects directly to everything we've covered so far in this series. Approximately 80% of the vagus nerve's fibers carry signals from your gut to your brain, not the other way around. Your gut is constantly sending status reports up that highway inflammation levels, digestive state, microbiome activity, and your brain is on the receiving end, listening. There's a measurable marker of how well your vagus nerve is functioning. It's called vagal tone. Higher vagal tone is associated with better emotional regulation, lower systemic inflammation, improved digestion, and greater resilience under stress. Lower vagal tone shows up consistently in people dealing with chronic anxiety, depression, and inflammatory gut conditions. Here's why this matters more than most physiology lessons. Vagal tone is trainable. This is one of the few systems in your body where you have direct, same-day, no equipment required access. Slow, deep breathing specifically, making your exhale longer than your inhale, directly stimulates the vagus nerve and shifts you into a parasympathetic rest and digest state within seconds. This has been measured. It's not a feeling. It's a physiological shift you can track with something as simple as a heart rate monitor. Cold exposure does something similar. Even 30 seconds of cold water on your face triggers what's called the diving reflex, which activates the vagus nerve directly. And this one surprises people. Humming, singing, and gargling. The vagus nerve runs directly past your vocal cords, and vibration in the throat has been shown in research to stimulate vagal activity. None of this is wellness folklore. This is measurable, replicable, published physiology. Here's where it comes together. We've talked about how your gut produces 90 to 95% of your serotonin. We've talked about how 38 trillion microorganisms in your gut are running your immune system and your inflammation levels. The vagus nerve is the physical wire connecting all of that back to your brain in real time. When researchers looked at vagal nerve stimulation as a clinical treatment, they found it effective for treatment-resistant depression specifically because of its role in this gut-brain communication loop. That's not a minor finding. That's a nerve being used as a psychiatric intervention because of how directly it's wired into mental health. And a study published in the journal Emotion found that slow-paced breathing measurably increased heart rate variability, a proxy for vagal tone within a single session. One session, not weeks of practice. So here's the practical takeaway. The next time you feel your stress response spike, your heart rate climbing, your thoughts racing, you have a direct physical lever you can pull. Slow your exhale down, longer than your inhale. That's not a mindset trick. That's a nerve you're physically activating. Thanks for being here. If this landed for you, share it with someone who could use it to your gut and your glory. I'm Dave. This has been the Brain Gut Connection.
If today's episode got you thinking, that was the whole point. For show notes, free resources, and the weekly newsletter, visit braingutconnect.com. Find us on Instagram at braingutconnection and subscribe on YouTube so you never miss an episode. Want to reach Dave directly? Email him at dave@braingutconnect.com. He reads every one. Thank you for listening. This concludes the most thought-provoking portion of your day. Until next time, stay happy, healthy, and educated.